Hello everyone, welcome to our Tech Talk, episode number 5. Today we are going to discuss again the SEO related thing. So how can you rank your page actually on the number 1 page on Google? So that's the thing we are going to discuss today. So Sam's actually with us. So Sam's, let's discuss actually what we can do actually for the content marketing. How can we rank it up? Let's start from your side.
Sure, sir. So firstly, I would like to state the importance of organic traffic. Since we are focusing on Google, it's a source of organic traffic. So organic traffic is a major traffic source for any website. For most websites, it's maybe even the highest source of traffic. Even for our website, Royex, around 40 to 50%, it varies from month to month. We get our traffic from Google. So organic traffic is one of the most crucial aspects of SEO and cannot be ignored. So one of the biggest reasons why people focus on Google is because of the sheer amount of people that use it. Almost 3.5 billion Google searches are made per day.
Exactly.
Yeah, that tells us how important Google is.
Or how, and one important thing actually. So in our Royex actually, we are not actually doing any paid advertisement or anything. We are only focusing on the organic traffic. Whatever the lead, every day we are receiving lots of lead actually, and lots of view actually are happening on our website, and all are organic actually. So we are not paying any money. So it's a very, very important for any business actually to grow up.
Exactly, and organic traffic is actually better than paid traffic because organic is targeted. The users that search for a specific content find your website on the first page, and then they go to that website. But paid traffic, we just put our ads on the website and on Google, and we hope that somebody clicks. It may not even be a targeted audience. So organic traffic, it's free, takes no investment, and of course has high visibility and also has a potential to increase your brand recognition. When you consistently rank on the first page of Google for various number of keywords, people constantly see your website, and obviously that's how you slowly become a brand. It's one of the ways to increase the brand recognition.
Yeah, definitely. So in our side, actually, we are always taking care of for the content. Yeah. So we have some guideline actually we are following. So I think we need to actually discuss those guidelines whenever we are writing the content for that to make it actually on the rank up actually. Yeah. So first of all, let me discuss about the length. In what we are actually following, so minimum 1000 to 1500 words should be on the content. Yeah, but it again depends on the actually the topics actually what we are writing. So it depends on that. And what else actually? What do you think actually? Is this the length is fine or?
Well, we write helpful topics that cover mobile app and e-commerce development. So these topics generally tend to be in detail. We cannot just cover a small portion and then just finish it. So naturally, without even following any guidelines or rules, our articles are at least 1,000 words longer. Yes. So that's actually a bonus for us because Google prefers long content, even though there is no such hard fast rule that if your content is 3,000 and my content is 2,000, Google is going to rank yours above mine. That's not a set fast rule.
That's not
but the longer the content, you're giving users more time to stay on your website. You're providing more information. You're giving users less reason to go to any other website. If you're giving all the information on your article or the blog, let's say on a particular topic, then the user doesn't have to search further. And plus, Google, like I said, Google does prefer long content, but there are some exceptions. For example, high authority websites such as .edu and then the news websites, they can get away with small content such as 400 words.
But I think Google also check the other parameter also. Suppose whenever a reader actually are reading your article, they are also checking that how long he is on that page. Yeah.
Exactly.
Suppose you wrote actually a very 2,000, 3,000 word article, but actually a user are not staying there. They just come and they're just switching to other pages. So Google don't prefer it. So we saw that actually in our website also, there is some article actually very small, not very big, means 500 to 600 words something, but they have a huge number of traffic because what I feel actually people are spending their time on that thing. So Google also counting how long they're staying. So to stay more on each article, definitely the longer article, definitely people will stay more. But
Yes.
to keep actually a person actually for a long time on an article, with writing a big article, so it's actually tough. So the article need to be very much creative always, yeah, so that people actually stay there, yeah. So that's actually the one thing actually. What we can actually conclude actually on here. So the article length is not matter, but definitely it should be around 1,000 to 1,500 word. It will be a good one, right?
Yes.
And one thing we are actually the viewers actually one thing we also do in our Royex, we wrote an article, we publish it for that time. So suppose Google always love actually to rank actually the recent article. So we wrote an article every day. We are writing articles, so it is always to be actually on the very current. It is tough. Yeah. Suppose we wrote an article 2 months before. So Google are not preferring actually. Suppose 1 year before, Google are not preferring because it's already old for 1 year. That information is not valid. So what we do actually, so we always, whatever the article actually almost 1 year is already passed. So we actually add some new content there. So regularly we are trying to update the content. Suppose if a 1,000 word article, and every time we are adding another 100 or 200 word actually on that thing. So what happened? Google next time when it scroll, it found that okay, this article actually again updated. So this is more updated content than the other article, right? So even we are not writing a full new article every time, but we are updating our old article, and Google will actually rank it again up. So that's actually the another point. I think people need to be actually understand this technique.
See, along with that, I would like to say one more thing: the concept of content pruning. Some articles, it's better to add update content, but in some cases where specific topics that cannot be updated any further, in those cases, and obviously we have to see the metrics of the article. If we see the article isn't getting any views or isn't really popular with our readers, what we do is we prune the content. What means is we remove the content altogether. Yeah. That it gives the site a boost in SEO score and performance. So there's no point in keeping the content that is not performing, and also the readers don't like it. So it's better to prune the content. But in some cases where, let's say the next year, we can add some statistics, we can add some Google Love statistics, so including the new statistics. Let's say for the year 2021, we can see the whole e-commerce statistics, let's say for example, and we can add those in an article, and we can just rename it things you should do to improve your e-commerce business in 2022. In these cases, it's better to update the article. It gives the article a good boost for a short while. Google will temporarily boost the article above other articles. So it obviously varies. And obviously another thing is with the reader psychology is, let's say when I'm searching the best mobiles to buy in 2021, and I see two articles. One is written in April 2021, and another is written just 1 week before. Obviously, I'm going to click on the article that is written 1 week before, because obviously it's going to include new phones, and I'm going to get the most updated information. So you have to keep that in mind as well. Any trending topic, let's say right now Dubai Expo 2020 is taking place. So that is a really trending topic. So what we did is we actually Rajib sir suggested, since he's very up to date with all the events that happens in Dubai. This is one thing that we really appreciate about Rajib sir, is he keeps us updated about all the happening events in Dubai, and we write articles about it, and we cover those articles, and that gives us a good boost. So whenever users are searching about any trending topic, we're always in the rankings.
Yeah, so before I want to come back actually on the trending topics, because that's a very important part. I want to discuss one thing also. So that is the number of images on the article. Yeah. So what we saw actually, if there is an actually number of images actually higher, so people love that kind of article. Yeah. Even the length actually looks bigger, but although the number word count is actually not that much, but it's still image actually adding some added attraction actually to the users, right? So is there any limit actually how many images we have to put or anything? Do you find anything like that?
Yes, obviously, because image, obviously, even though we compress images do have a file size, and the thing we have to keep site speed, the page loading speed in mind, which is obviously an important SEO ranking factor. If we add a lot of images, obviously it's going to slow the page down. That is one thing. Another thing is too many images may make it a little bit repetitive or annoying to the user, because it's after all an article and the text should be the main content. And if we overload the article with images, it might become overbearing for some people. And obviously, nowadays, the thing is, images and videos do add an interactive and visual stimulus. That's very good, but we should keep in mind there is no such hard fast rule set by Google or anyone, but we generally for what we follow is, for articles that are between 1,000 and 1,500 words, we add around 5 to 6 images. It depends, basically. It depends. If it's a very informative article, we might have to add more images to explain the topic. But if it's, let's say, something very general to the point, then too many images are not required.
The problem is actually Google don't actually disclose all the element, what the element they are actually checking. Yeah,
exactly.
So what we are doing actually, we are always thinking that, okay, what customer will like. So if a user, they come from the site, they want to see the images, or they want to see a video, or they want to see only the text, how they want to actually see. So that's the way we are actually designing the content, right? So sometimes actually four images, sometimes 5 images, 6 images, but we are not overloading with the images. Speed actually definitely a big factor, and that's always a important factor for the Google, which is actually they can easily count. Yeah, but also the user experience actually, that's a very important for writing any article. Okay, Shams, related to the recent topics, actually, whenever we are writing the content, actually, we are always writing with the recent topics. Yeah. So what actually people are looking for at this moment. So that's very much important, right? So yeah, so whenever actually the user, we always actually find out actually the user who actually trying to search some specific thing on our domain, and that kind of article should be on our site. So the main purpose of the article is actually to serve the people. So whenever user actually are searching any information, that information we should provide that information to our article, and that's the mandatory part. Yeah, we are not always actually writing a content that, okay, give us the business or do actually the business with us, why we are good. Nobody actually care that thing. Definitely, they are caring actually what kind of information we are providing them. Is this information helpful for them or not? So that's the main concept of whenever we are writing the article, we are trying to educate the people that, okay, they need to understand this thing, they need to go for this way, they need to do this step, then they have some solution. Yeah. So that the way actually we are answering the question of their question. So that's the one important part. And what other thing we need to care actually whenever we are writing the article?
Yes. I mean, obviously, we have to care about the users that you mentioned, but we also have to take care of Google as well, because Google is going to crawl these articles. So we have to make sure of the on-page SEO as well. So these include the keywords, the title tags, the headings, image meta tags. So these things have to be taken care of as well. So if we just think about the users and ignore Google, that's not going to rank us. They're going to find us only when Google puts us on page 1. I don't think even 10% of the users go to page 2 now, because the search engine has become so advanced and so amazing that it brings the results. Within the first 3 results, we're getting what we need. We don't have to look even below that. So page 2 is really not an option. If you want your business to succeed, page 2 is obsolete in 2021.
Even Shams, actually, some specific keyword actually related to our business, whenever we saw actually our page actually comes to the second level, on the second only, not on the first. Instead of the first, it comes to the second. We are receiving actually less traffic. We are receiving a less call actually in that period of time. So we saw that actually, suppose the mobile application development company Dubai, e-commerce application development company Dubai, website designing company in Dubai, we are always in the rank top. Always, which is actually all the company in UAE, they are trying to actually achieve that rank, but we are already achieving it. So whenever we saw actually our position is not on the first, even the second and third, it is coming up, immediately we can see that actually that our call and our traffic on the website, everything actually goes down. So number one is actually too much important. First page, definitely there is no alternative of actually to be on the first page. Second page and third page, that's not the question actually. The question is actually on the first page, on which position you are. Are you on the top or are you in the middle? So that's also the question now, right?
It's even become more challenging now because Google has added more pixels to the ad section. So there's a huge ad section, and after that it adds its own snippets. And there's always sometimes a bunch of questions that Google answers. So already I think half the screen is taken by Google. So even the first result, we see it after a little bit of scrolling. So the second and third and the fourth result, they become less and less visible. And I don't even have to say about the 6th and till 10th. Those are barely visible. So Google is doing some, they're being very smart about this. So we'll have to adapt with it.
But they're really smart, and there is a lots of way actually we can adapt actually Google technology. We need to understand how the Google work. If we understand that thing, so we can actually easily boost our business. And the way other people are doing, suppose they are giving the advertisement and other things, I don't think actually it is actually important or it is actually necessary to give the those things actually. It's not totally not necessary.
Yes, I agree.
They have
Ads
a lot
are
of organic way.
True, but in nowadays ads are really becoming very annoying. Like some of us even use ad blockers to avoid ads on YouTube. YouTube is one of the most major sources of ad revenue, and we use ad blockers just to avoid the 5 second. We are so we're so annoyed even by a 5-second ad. So paid ads, I don't think they're so valuable. Rather, we should work slowly on organic traffic. The results will pay. It will take some time. I'm sure, sir, you must have started the Royex business in 2013. You obviously, right now, I took a look a few days back, and we have over 30 keywords. It may be even more. At least I found 30 keywords that are on page 1 of Google, and 1 to 5 results 1 to 5. So obviously that was not the case in 2013. So you persisted. You had a determination not to include any paid ads, and your effort, it took many years, but now you're seeing the results.
It took, but now what we can see actually, let's think about actually, don't think actually the only the Royex. Royex actually is our initial business, and it has a lots of competitors, yeah. But now whenever we are developing any new website, new project we are launching, we know how to actually rank it in the top. We know the all the way, and we can easily actually make it rank within 5 to 6 months. So that 5 to 6 months you have to survive. And by that time, we can actually make any site actually rank in the top because we know the way. Yeah. So so in the Royex actually, what happened? We did actually trial and error. Every time we are trying to do something new thing, and we are seeing that okay, what is the result come up? So we have done lots of experiment with our SEO team. We did a lots of experiment, and that's actually took our time. And you understand that okay, whenever we are doing this is not immediately at Google are not reflecting the answer, right? We are doing something and we are waiting for a few weeks and we are checking that okay, what is the update actually coming up? Is it actually any improvement is happening or not? And if it is not, then again we are changing our policy. Yeah. So but what happened actually now we already refined our way, how we actually write the content, how we actually target our audience, and what kind of audience we are targeting. When they come on our article, what they will do, and after reading the article, where they should go, we have actually planned everything. Right. Okay. So I just want to actually search one actually mobile application development cost in Dubai for the mobile application. So they give this kind of keyword and very important keyword. And whenever anybody actually search with this, okay, first of all, actually few advertisement is there. Okay, which
almost
is
the whole screen.
Totally actually meaning less advertisement. Just take a look. Actually, we want to know actually the cost of the mobile application development, but this is not the thing actually people are looking. And then immediately Google are giving a result actually that okay, what is the price actually? Google directly give the result. Yeah, we can see actually. So 3 tires is there, 25,000 to 80,000, like this kind of different option is showing. And this information is coming from our website, from our blog. Actually, this information coming. So just just understand this thing. This is very important keyword for our business, whatever actually we are doing. And for that, actually, Google are reading our website, and from there, they're actually showing the information and how cool it is. We are not only on the first page and the first number, actually, our information is actually showing like this. And so people will believe it more actually compared to any other site, and definitely they will click on here, right?
This is more authoritative because not only Google is showing us at the top, this is basically, it's not a result, it's an answer from Google. Google is directly answering the question. So users are going to trust it. Users are definitely going to click on that link. So snippet to rank on a snippet is important for any business, and to rank on a snippet for a keyword that is a money keyword for us, it's mobile app development cost. That is a great achievement for us.
Yes, and you see that like this actually the highlighted means actually Google automatically actually bring you actually on this position. Okay, this is the information people actually need to know. So whenever we are writing the article or any content, we always taking care actually how can we do it. Actually, we always take care of it. Yeah. So that's actually the one of the another important part. So whenever you have to write the article, we need to know for what purpose we are writing the article. Few article we are writing that we want to show this kind of snippet in the Google result. Yeah. Some article actually we want to show actually to tell our what we are doing. Yeah. Suppose we launch actually Royex Live. Yeah. So we are actually telling the people actually what is the Royex Live. So that article has different purpose. The costing is actually doing a different purpose. Also, we are writing actually something actually how to build this kind of application. So that kind of article we are writing. So that has a different purpose. So based on the user, we are also think actually how to write the article and what should be there and how can we actually publish it. Yeah, right.
So the thing is, we have to cater to all kinds of audience. Some of the readers are specifically looking for, I just want to know the cost to develop a mobile phone. I don't want to know anything else. Once you give me the cost, I'll contact you. That's it. And there are some who wants to know more about mobile application development, what goes into a mobile application development. And others are curious, what's new, what's happening, what's new. So we cover articles such as Apple event, or let's say the AWS conference, things like that. We do give an event overview of what happened. So some users are interested about that. So we have to keep in mind how wide our audience is. And now, since Royex is as a big brand now, and a lot of people, we have a lot of readers in our website, we have to keep in mind of all the websites, of all the readers that are into our website, and we address the needs of all those websites and give them the content accordingly.
So different event actually we are covering. Suppose that whenever AWS a new event come up here, suppose the Apple new event come up, Google I/O comes up, we always actually wrote a new article. But that article has some particular thing, because suppose in the Google I/O, they are actually doing lots of things. Yeah, they are adding new project, new technology they are bringing in the market. Yeah, but we are writing actually so that what is the new technology in the market and how we can adopt those technology for our users, for our customers. Yeah, so that kind of information we are sharing. So the way we are sharing is actually different than how other people are sharing. Other people actually normally lots of people are saying that okay, this is the new feature, this is the new features actually, this is the item we should actually do it. But we are saying that okay, how can we implement this thing on the user level, on the customer level, on their mobile application. So that actually makes us different, and that's actually help us. And people are actually searching those kind of things. How can they implement this thing on their mobile phone or on their application? And they are looking for some company who can do it. Suppose Umbraco 9 is actually launched, yeah, and we are the Umbraco partner. And we wrote an article. Okay, Umbraco 9 is launched, but that's not the only thing. The thing actually why they should use the Umbraco 9, okay, and how we can actually help them to implement the Umbraco 9 on or upgrade their existing site using the Umbraco 9. So we are writing actually in a different way, and that's what people are looking for. And in the mobile application also, so first of all, people, whenever they want to start a business, they want to find out actually what is actually the basic cost of developing the application, or what type of different application can be created, or what actually the factor for the different pricing on the same application. Yeah. So they are searching this kind of basic information, and we are providing all those information. And after that, what happened actually, customer want to know more details about any similar application. Suppose they want actually the Cafu or the Noon or the Amazon, any application. They want to know actually if they want to build a similar kind of application, how much it will cost. And we are also providing those kind of information that, okay, how much it will cost, what they need to be actually considered, and how they can build it. Yeah. So we are actually helping the people actually by sharing our content. And that's the way actually we are getting all of our traffic. And people loves our article because we are giving the information and they're spending their more time. That's what we told actually before. If actually people are spending more time on our site or on our content, Google automatically ranks it high. And that's the reason we are also ranking high, right?
So there's another strategy here that I would like to add. Let's say a reader is reading an existing article. What we can do is we can link other top performing articles. Let's say the articles that have performed really well in the past month. So what happens in that case is usually the reader, after reading your article, they'll just exit the website. But in this case, when they see the suggestions, they'll be interested because the top performing articles are the topics that most users want to know. So they will tend to click on it and they'll stay on our website longer. So initially the target was just to answer the question that the user was looking for, but now they have looked at the other articles and they may even check the other pages of the website. So doing this, we have increased our session duration of the website, which is an important Google ranking factor. And we've also, this will also decrease the bounce rate in a way. So in a nutshell, doing this is it helps user stay on our website for longer, and it will also boost our rankings in other different ways.
Yes, true. So yeah, we already discussed actually lots of topics actually related to the content, and I hope the viewers actually will understand lots of things actually from here, and they are going to implement those things. And definitely that what actually we are discussing here is actually based on our experience, and this experience actually not for 1 or 2 years. Actually, we are working for the last 7-8 years only on this field, and that experience actually we are sharing with you. If you actually implement these things, definitely you will get some result. And if you have any question or anything you want to know more details about the SEO or any other topic, just let us know, and we will actually make a new video, or we will actually comment on that. Yeah. And thanks for watching. Shams, thanks for joining. Okay, viewers, so subscribe our channel so that any new video comes up, it will be automatically comes to your box immediately. Thank you everyone.